Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, March 13th, and I'm your host, Krista McDonald. Norwood Community Media has been following the ongoing story of the coronavirus in Norwood. As of last week, a number of residents, including 11 town officials, were placed on self-quarantine as a safety precaution because they were in close contact with a person who tested positive for the virus. Over the weekend, the town released 4 separate press releases regarding this topic with the intention of keeping the public informed on the situation. Beginning last Friday, the public was informed that a group was to be placed on self-quarantine, which included Town Manager Tony Mazzucco, Superintendent Thompson, and 9 other town officials. Following the announcement of the self-quarantine residents, the town started working to release information to inform the public about the virus and what can be done to prevent the spread. Monday, the town released another announcement that Town Manager Mazzucco had indeed tested positive for COVID-19, which then caused a second group of town officials and residents to be self-quarantined. Those names will not be released because of federal health and privacy regulations. Over the course of the week, the town released 2 more statements regarding the Norwood Hospital and the Senior Center. Wednesday, the Norwood Hospital conducted a drill to test a remote tent that would be erected in the case of an emergency. Also Wednesday, the Norwood Senior Center released a statement that they were canceling a number of their group events for the time being. There are small group activities that are still going to be available at the center. The COA bus will continue to operate, but will be limited to a handful of riders at a time. All of the town's 7 press releases are available on the town's website, www.norwoodma.gov. Norwood Community Media has also produced a number of PSAs and informational videos in partnership with the town and Norwood Hospital. If you are interested in learning more, you can find the videos on the NCM bulletin board and on all of Norwood Community Media's social media. Norwood News will continue to follow this story as it develops. Stay tuned after this break for more town news.
The Norwood Circle of Hope Foundation was established in 1998 in memory of Michelle Kennedy, a young Norwood resident who suffered with leukemia. During Michelle's battle, the entire Norwood community, many of whom did not know Michelle, joined together to support her in her time of need, and it is in that spirit the Norwood Circle of Hope Foundation continues. The mission of the foundation is to provide assistance to Norwood residents who are in need due to a catastrophic medical occurrence. The Circle of Hope Foundation aims to alleviate the stress of everyday expenses for Norwood families during their time of need. Over the years, their assistance has covered housing expenses, utilities, food, and various medical expenses. The Circle of Hope relies on referrals and direct requests to find those in need. If you know of a Norwood resident who needs assistance, or if you are a resident who needs some yourself, please call the Norwood Circle of Hope at 781-762-3549. or write to the Norwood Circle of Hope Foundation, P.O. Box 421, Norwood, Massachusetts 02062. To learn more about the Circle of Hope or to get involved, visit norwoodcoh.org.
Welcome back. Tuesday, the Norwood Senior Center hosted their annual St. Patrick's Day luncheon. Those in attendance were treated to a corned beef dinner and music by the Black Velvet Band. It looked like a great event. Every weekend, there is a steady stream of cars headed down Endicott Street into the Winsmith Mill Market. The renovated 165-year-old mill complex houses over 200 vendors in 14 buildings on 27 acres. If you like to poke around, then this place is for you. On this week's Living Local, we'll meet Mark Waters from Remarkable Cleanouts.
The Winsmith Mill Market has become a popular weekend destination in Norwood. As you enter the complex, the first business you'll see is Remarkable Cleanouts. It is the anchor business for this unique complex, and Mark Waters is the owner of this warehouse full of stuff.
And what I found out when I was contracting, we were throwing this stuff out in dumpsters, and I was throwing away more money, so I started yard sales, and it became this phenomenon.
Remarkable Cleanouts originally started as a family side business, but Mark decided it was time to go all in. They specialize in residential cleanouts, and then the items are either donated or brought back to their Norwood warehouse.
I thought I was starting a business for my daughter because, I was a contractor, and I got tired of climbing up of roofs and the work is not showing up. So I figured it don't take a lot of brains to run this, you know what I mean? Look who's running it, me! What, does that tell you anything? I mean, it's a piece of furniture, a piece of jewelry, you put a price on it, somebody comes in and likes it, and boom, it's gone. It's just a great, a lot of fun in this business. And you never know what treasures you're gonna find in a house.
Mark has always had an interest in furniture, and that interest has turned into remarkable cleanouts.
My experience is, you know, it's all as you go, learn. And I've learned from this. I became an auctioneer, and I just became a junk man. I just liked furniture, and it just grew. It grew from a little pickup truck to 5 trucks, and we just keep on going.
Remarkable Cleanouts was an early tenant in the Winsmith Mill Market, and the complex has given the small businesses a sense of community.
This old building's great. It took us a long time to clean it out. The management here were great. We cleaned it out. We created one store which created the whole marketplace. It's like a little antique mecca. I call it the house of stuff.
Mark's business is unique because he has 2 kinds of customers. Customers that he buys from and customers that he sells to.
We do a lot of work for real estate agents, and they refer us. And what we do is go into the house. We explain to them if there's items of that value, what we do is take it off the cost of the clean out. And then we come in, we clean out everything from the attic to the basement, leave it broom swept so the house is ready to sell. And then we take the things here and try to sell them. We got the best base of customers. Our customers are all friendly. In order to come in here, you got to give me a hug. That's the whole #1. And you want to have fun. I want you to go away with stuff, like I say, if you don't like the price, change it. I want stuff to go home to you where you can recycle it so it don't get thrown in the dumpsters. That's the whole big deal. We're recycling, and it's just a fun business.
Items big and small are always coming and going at Remarkable Marks. Mark's friendly employees are always helping customers with their purchases and are an important part of his business.
Employees are all just like friends of mine. It's just people came to me and they want to work for me. Why? I don't know, because I'm not the easiest guy to get along with. And my thing is, just like Bill Belichick's, do your job. That's that simple. Do your job and we'll all get along. You don't do your job, then I'm going to have to nail you. It's just, but they're all good guys. They're straightforward. You know what I mean? And they're just as friendly as I am.
One of the fun activities at Remarkable Marks is their monthly auction. Held in the basement, Mark doesn't take the night too seriously and has a lot of fun.
One of the other things we do is, from the stuff, we just get overloaded. We have an auction here once a month. We're downstairs in the basement. We just come on in. I'm a licensed auctioneer. We hold it up whether it brings $1 or $100. It's a fun. It's a show. You know what I mean? We just have a lot of fun, and you go home with lots of great buys. And at the end of the day, my whole auction hall's emptied and clean, just the way I like it, to bring in more stuff.
Mark has been in business in Norwood for over 10 years and would love to be a townie if his wife would let him.
I love Norwood. I tell you, if my wife wanted to move to Norwood, I would move to Norwood tomorrow. I think the politics in Norwood are great. I think the people in Norwood are great. I mean, you come here during a snowstorm, it looks like it hasn't snowed. I mean, the Parks Department, everything here in Norwood's fantastic. You can see it by growing. If my wife was here, I'd be a town of Norwood resident. It's just, I think it's a great place. It's like Central America, you know, it's the little town of America.
Mark has an online presence, but he isn't too technical, so he lets his staff handle that stuff.
We have a website, remarkablecleanouts.com. We have a Craigslist, eBay. We do all those things. I got girls that does that. I don't, you know, I'm busy doing the clean out, so they do all the technical work because I get lost on the internet.
The Winsmith Mill is only open on weekends, and each business has their own hours.
Come on down. I want you to remember our hours are Friday from 9 to 4, Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 12 to 5. I'm only running specials. I mean, I got a second floor up there. It's like the clearance. Any piece of furniture, knickknacks, anything up there, $25 a piece. We got, for our seniors, we got hospital beds, walkers, wheelchairs. And come in, if you need it, you can have it, honest to God. It's for the seniors. And you know, there's enough going on with the seniors, but you know, just stop by, poke around, get to know us. You know, come on in, it's a fun place. You know, if you got a Friday, Saturday afternoon, get to meet the employees, get to meet me, give me a hug, and we'll all have a great day. Everybody needs a hug in Norwood.
Remarkable Marks, located in the Winsmith Mill Market, Norwood.
Stay tuned after this break to find out what is happening in your local government.
Stop by the Norwood Memorial Library and check out magazines, newspapers, DVDs, and of course, books. The library also offers a variety of services, including passport renewal, a notary, and tutoring, with multiple different meeting rooms which can be booked for your convenience. Take advantage of online digital resources and get assistance with all of your research needs. Kids can enjoy the children's room stocked with books and toys. There are also a variety of programs for children and adults. And if you can't make it into the library can come to you with home delivery. The library is open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and on Fridays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. To learn more, go to www.norwoodlibrary.org.
Welcome back to Norwood News. The town of Norwood canceled all government meetings this week. We are unsure when the boards and committees will resume their regular meetings, but when they do, NCM will be there to provide the coverage. For complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government channel or watch us on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Stay tuned after this break to find out what is happening in your schools.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for our newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Welcome back. Now we're going to toss it over to our Norwood Schools reporter to find out everything that is happening in the Norwood Public Schools.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Hugh Galligan filling in today. Let's take a look at some activities happening in our Norwood schools this week. In Norwood High School news, 65 NHS students were inducted into the National Honor Society at a ceremony held in the auditorium. Students learned about the importance of leadership, scholarship, character, and service. At the end of the ceremony, the students all stood and recited the National Honor Society pledge. Congratulations and thank you to advisor Rebecca Newman for her help. The Coakley Middle School celebrated World Language Week, and the week was full of activities. Student morning announcers read a description about themselves and their families in 9 different languages. They decorated CMS hallways with posters decorated around this year's theme, creating cross-cultural connections. There was a daily cafeteria world language trivia that combined current events with cultural music and world language trivia. Students discussed issues that immigrants face in the USA and issues that second-generation Americans may face due to racial bias. And finally, there was an international landmark trivia contest, thanks to all the teachers and students. At the Balch School, the recent spring weather made recess a little more enjoyable, and the Recess Classic Kickball was the game of the day. If you walked the halls of the Cleveland School Tuesday, you may have run into Dog Man, Pete the Cat, Encyclopedia Brown, or Mr. Putter. Second graders dressed as their favorite book characters, displayed posters, and fielded questions about their character. Also at the Cleveland, students learned about the Indian Festival of Holi in a series of student-led lunch presentations this week. Holi takes place in March to herald the beginning of spring and has marked the celebration of happiness, including the throwing of powdered colors. All of our elementary schools are moving to the next stage of the Mood Boost adventure, and the food service team stopped by the Oldham School to boost the students' moods. This week, the new CAF program aims to help students find their inner zen, and they focused on calm. Calm foods contain nutrients that may improve a sense of relaxation by helping ease feelings of stress and anxiety. Broccoli contains the mineral potassium, which keeps blood pressure under control and may help reduce anxiety. Let's take a listen and see how the students responded. March Madness has begun at the Prescott School. Last week, third grade teacher Maureen Condon introduced a March Madness book competition. The titles that were chosen represent the diversity of the world we live in and offered students in all grade levels the ability to engage in powerful conversations around characters and storylines. Classes in many grade levels read a couple of texts and voted on which they liked best. The votes were then tallied and given to Mrs. Condon for a school-wide total. First grade students also loved their time with physical therapist Karen Hurley this week. Every few weeks, Mrs. Hurley introduces a move of the month to demonstrate good seating habits and how to move their body to be healthy. This month, kids raced up and down the halls of the Prescott with a ball between their knees to demonstrate how to increase core strength. Even first grade teacher Mrs. Elbach and Principal Riley got in on the fun. It was close, but Mr. Riley won the race. A rematch is already in the works. The program is a fantastic hit, and our first graders love their time with Mrs. Hurley. Hat, bat, cat, sat. It's rhyme time at Little Mustangs Preschool, as the boys and girls continue to celebrate one of their favorite authors, Dr. Seuss. The Little Mustangs have been reading lots of different Seuss books and making fun Seuss crafts. You can find Mustang artwork all throughout the hallways. Students also are playing some fun games, such as 10 apples up on top, cat in the hat balancing, cat in the hat rhyming games, and more. Dr. Seuss stories provide many opportunities for our preschoolers to practice rhyming and develop their phonemic awareness skills, as well as teach them how fun it is to use their imaginations and be silly. The Little Mustangs are having a blast celebrating this special author and illustrator. Happy birthday, Dr. Seuss. Norwood Extended Day April Vacation Camp. Registration opens Monday, 3/16. This week's programming is titled Across the Ages. Each day represents a theme. This year's April Vacation Care has scheduled activities for the Jurassic Era, the Stone and Ice Age, the Medieval Period, and the Space Age. Please inquire with Chris Capizio at kcapizio@norwood.ma.k12.us for more information. Well, that's it for school news. There is something interesting happening in our classrooms and schools every day, and thanks to all the educators who share their news with us. Now, let's go to Brian Dunn for the latest sports news.
Hello everyone and welcome into the sports update for this week. My name is Brian Dunn and the recent outbreak of the coronavirus has had a major impact on the world of sports both nationally and locally. Not only have professional sports leagues such as the NBA and NHL suspended activities, but the MIAA has recently taken action as well. The MIAA has officially canceled the remaining games in the Winter Sports State Championship tournaments for boys and girls hockey and basketball. Per Athletic Director John Longley, the MIAA sent out another press release that has also postponed the start of the spring sports season, which was set to begin on Monday, March 16th, and will now begin on Monday, March 30th. I want to echo the thoughts of many and again tell you that with all the uncertainty surrounding this situation, NCM has worked hard with both the Norwood Department of Health and Norwood Hospital to keep you informed on the updated coronavirus situation as it continues to unfold. You can visit our website, norwoodcommunitymedia.org, or the town website, norwoodma.gov, for informational videos and press releases on current activities and how you can take preventative measures. Monday night, however, was the annual Winter Sports Awards night held in the NHS Auditorium. As always, the coaches recognize the hard work put in throughout the season by the athletes and reflect on quite possibly the most successful winter sports season in around 20 years. Congratulations to all our award winners. In light of all the news, however, I want to end my sports update on a fun note. Yes, for now and for the foreseeable future sports are postponed. But we had some great action amongst the youth, including the Youth Basketball Championships held at the Savage and the Floor Hockey Championships held at the Rec Center. With that, I'll leave you with some of the highlights. Thank you, and talk to you soon.
Thanks, Brian. With warmer weather on the horizon, the DPW was hard at work. You may have noticed some sort of tarp on some of Norwood's fields during the winter. These are winter turf blankets that DPW places on some of our most used fields, such as Coakley Fields, Balch Baseball Infield, and Father Max. The winter turf blankets allow water and melting snow to drain through, but more importantly, keep the ground temperatures warmer. This allows for the grass to begin growing earlier in the spring and encourages the roots to go deeper, thereby making the grass stronger so it can keep up with the wear and tear for the upcoming year. Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.